This is us in St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching. This is us in St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
This Morphin Network video is sponsored by Ranger Stop Convention and Ranger Stop and Pop. Have you ever wanted to see all your favorite Power Rangers together in one epic convention? Go to Ranger Stop! Ranger Stop and Pop. March 5th to the 7th, 2021. Atlanta, Georgia. Ranger Stop 8. November 11th to the 14th, 2021. Orlando, Florida. Get your tickets now.
Please stand by. We're experiencing some technical difficulties and a worldwide annihilation. Welcome.
That's for all you 90s kids and 2000s kids who grew up using American Online and MSN. And without further ado, guys,
I'm even further back. I actually use dial-up.
Guys, we have made it to the finale. I know. Yes, with all the leaks, we should have done this months ago, but we didn't because we played by the honor code. We are here after a year and a half of doing Power Rangers Beast Morphers. We did not know how it was going to end or where they were going after Season 1. And after a bumpy start with Season 2, which then got better, we got into the best second half in this era of Power Rangers. Guys, welcome to the season finale of Power Rangers Beast Morphers, Evox Unleashed, and welcome to a brand new episode of Ranger Podcast Live. We are your hosts, Psycho Fox, Dagger Boy, Time Rider Z, Teddy Bear, Quasar Red. We are your four horsemen of the Power Rangers community, Jim Cornette, Vince Russo, the Mandalorian, and the Teddy Bear.
Grogu.
And the chinchilla.
Guys, welcome. Welcome to a brand new episode of Ranger Podcast Live. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everyone who's tuning in on both Facebook and YouTube, we greatly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get started because we got a lot to talk about. So, Kent, what happened?
So, first off, by the way, going first because this is the first series I started with you guys, and so wanted to kick things off. So, the episode begins, things are looking bleak. Grid Battle Force has ordered all of Coral Harbor to be evacuated, and we even get to see Roxy helping some people escort out of the city, and that was pretty cool. It really the stakes feel real in this situation. And what's even cooler is the news report they announced to the city is being led by Zoe's mama, and right when they were done, she wanted to take Zoe with her. She wants to evacuate the city, and Commander Shaw tells her, your daughter is very crucial to our operation. They're like, she's in laundry, but she just wants to see her and tell her how much she loves her. And Zoe's like, you don't have to. And Commander Shaw gives her the okay, and she reveals to her mama that she is the Yellow Ranger. And this scene was very touching. It was nice. It was nice. Cool to see. It's not all not all characters revealing to their parents they're a Ranger has to be a big deal. Just be like, Ma, I'm the Yellow Ranger, and I need to stay here and do my job. And they talk about how proud she is, and how she's not a girl who she solves big problems. And so so she goes off to meet the other Rangers, and they're prepping the Beast X power bow, so that they can take down Evox, and like last episode, like all the Grid Battle Force weapons, since he stole their code, they're practically useless against them. And we see Devin pulling something out of the Ranger vault, and he's going to be very surprised. And then suddenly Evox appears shows up at Tower number 1, and the Rangers head off to face him, and by the way, I wanted to say, the way Evox sounds, I didn't mind the change so much. At first it kind of sounded like comparing Trigon and Teen Titans to Trigon and Teen Titans Go. It sounded a little more lighthearted, but still menacing and cool. But the bit where Evox says, or Venjix says, "I will cleanse the earth of humans," that sounded very, very Venjixy.
Oh, it's Venjox.
Venjox, yes. And so the Rangers, meet him at Tower 1, and they're like, "We're going to destroy you once and for all." And so they morph, and since they can't use their own weapons, they pull out a little surprise. The Rangers summon up some legendary Ranger weapons, and this was sick. This was a brilliant way to work in old weapons. It doesn't come off like just pointless fan service, just being like, "Hey guys, look, I'm holding this weapon. Hey, look, isn't that cool?" It actually feels like, you have a genuine reason to use this, and it's just cool that it's classic Ranger weapons. Devin's using the Super Ninja Steel Blaster, which is funny because Ryan pointed that out last week. Ravi has the SPD Delta Enforcer. More on that another time. Steel has the Cloud Hatchet. Nate has the Dino Saber. And interesting to note is Zoe has the Thermal Blaster. And there's a few ironic things about this. Jacqueline studied under Mike Chant, and Mike Chat, which is who is Lightspeed Blue. Chad was the first person to use the thermal blasters, or at least when they were officially introduced. He was the one doing the test run. And even crazier than that, they were used against a green cobra monster. So all of this is most likely 100%. I think the fact that Chad was the first one to use it, and the green cobra, 1 second Boken, is the that it was first used against a cobra monster. That was all purely coincidental, but given that she trained under him anyway. So they use the blasters, they use the weapons on him, and Nate and Steel strike him down, and then they summon the Beast X Power Bow. And I just gotta say, the way they're holding that thing, so all right. And so they shoot it, and then who wants to go next?
Mike, go ahead.
Oh, I thought I was going third. I just want to quickly bring up Jonathan Zacher. This how you do fan service.
I'll go next then.
But yeah, Leo, it's your turn.
Gotcha. So once again, Evox Venjox Kylo Ren's the freaking arrow out the way, and then summons the rest of the monsters from previous episodes of Beast Morphers to run the fade with the Rangers, right? So the Rangers actually take them all out. Steel is like, "I know what I have to do," and he runs and grabs the arrow, and he's like, "I got this," and he runs into Tower 1. And I think Venjox just took out Ryan. So next to and Evox Venjox goes into Tower 1, throws himself in there. I think isn't Tower 1 the same tower that Devin went into to get Jason and the rest of the
I think so.
Yeah.
There you go.
Main tower.
It's the main tower. Don't go in there. It's gonna fry you unless you're a robot, apparently. So he goes in. The Rangers take out the rest of the monsters. They're like, "All right, cool. We got this nice, cool back shot." Nate is like, "Hold up, where's my brother?" And he's like, "Oh, he went to Tower 1. We gotta go help him then." Steel gets into that tower and proceeds to stab Evox in the back with the arrow that has the antivirus. Norton's antivirus, McAfee's antivirus, every antivirus you can think of from all media, all fiction. He tries to take him out like freaking Flynn did, and like Flynn tried to take out Clue and Tron Legacy, but it does not work. Hold on. Okay, we're almost time out. Tag in. What are you gonna say, Kablo?
Creators of Game of Thrones. This is how you stab the main villain. This is gonna be a running joke this episode.
Oh, I wanted to point out. Sorry, I wanted to point out right quick. So, Steel's like sacrifice. Leonard, do you want to mention it?
I was gonna mention it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Steel, because Venjox is now all powerful, and it's like your Norton antivirus and Maccabee virus can't destroy me. Your soul is mine, and proceeds to Shang Tsung Steel. Steel starts to shut down, and he gets control alt deleted from reality and goes into Vengeance or Evox. What makes this so awesome is the Chekhov's gun. For those of y'all who don't remember, in Power Rangers RPM, Gem and Gemma went out almost identically the way Steel went out in this episode. How Vengeance was able to control alt delete Thanos snap Gem and Gemma out of reality and legit killed him in part 1, the penultimate episode of RPM. The exact same thing happened to Steel. He got Thanos snap, but his soul got sucked out, and he's like, "I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother. Hulkamania tried. No, Steelamania tried." Dun, 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 dun. Go ahead.
Do we need
so I
some
wanted
love from this guy so I can be happy? Because you guys are depressed. Come on.
No, I haven't got to the one part. But what were you gonna say real quick before I finish up?
Also, this step also kind of parallels Kendricks's because of giant vortex in the sky that only someone can enter. So anyway, keep going.
Yeah. So after Steel dies and his soul gets thrown into Venjox's body, or Evox. I'm just saying Evox right now because this whole Venjox thing is not working. After his soul gets sucked into Evox, like Evox is essentially cyborg Shao Kahn. Robbie's like, "You're gonna pay for this." He's like, "Please," and shoots an energy blast, knocking all 4 Rangers out of Tower 1, demorphing and falling onto the ground. This is my one issue. Devin's mama and Devin's dad and Zoe's mama comes in, and they're like, "Are you guys okay?" No! Did you not just see them get shot out of a freaking building? They literally just got shot 50 feet out of a building, and which should have killed a normal person. And you're like, "Are you all right?" You're like, "Devin, are you okay?" Like, no! They just got shot out like a freaking cannon. No, they're not okay. They almost died. I'm done.
Take note, season 1. This is how you show Rangers getting defeated.
I'm already taking notes. I'm seriously taking notes. There's actually good stuff for my article. So.
Okay. This is my favorite quarter of the episode. So they reconvene back at Grid Battle Force, so licking their wounds, and you got a bunch of workers packing their bags and stuff, and Devin he asks Commander Shaw to get access to the PA, and he says, "Everyone, all Grid Battle Force personnel, I have this is Devin, Ranger Series Red." Yes, yeah, I know that's RPM, but still, Ranger Series Red, Devin. Listen, we all went in as 5 Rangers trying to defeat Evox, but unfortunately, we all came out as 4 Rangers. We're pretty much took a licking, and we don't know if we can keep on ticking, but we have to. We have to do the right thing, even if it kills us. I understand all of you are scared, and you have every right to leave. And if you do, we won't hold it against you. But this is where we have to make our last stand. Evox is more powerful than ever. He's in the morphing grid. It's now or never. And this is basically the speech that Boom and Sam make at the end of SPD, which I very much appreciate. And of course, Ben and Betty are like, "You know what? You guys are gonna fight. Well, We've been here since the beginning. We're gonna fight too. And then the maintenance are like, yes, we're gonna fight as well. And then you got the command center. Yes, we're gonna fight too. And then you got the laundry staff, the cafeteria staff. You got everyone from the Grid Battle Force staff from this giant Zoom screen showing up one by one. Yeah, we're with you. We are Spartacus. I'm the Blue Ranger. I'm the Black Ranger. I'm the Red Ranger, and I am the Silver Ranger.
I'm King Blue.
Like from you got that whole Spartacus thing from the Countdown to Destruction. Yeah, so like this is what Legendary Battle should have been. So and I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like we all have a stake in this, no matter how big or small. Yes, even the laundry staff have an important role because it's really distracting if you're not spandex chafed while you're fighting Evox.
That's not spandex.
I said it's not spandex. It sucks when you're not spandex is chafing. Anyways, and I appreciate this whole camaraderie because yes, we're all a team, no matter how big or small. We are all a part of it, and we are greater than the sum of our parts. We will do everything we can to fight Evox. The four of you go fight Evox because that's what you're best at. We will do everything on the physical side. And of course, before they head out, Shaw says, just remember, guys, being human, it doesn't make you weaker. It makes you stronger. Chekhov's gun. So then they go off into the morphing grid in their Megazord to fight Venjix Evox one last time. And I love his final form because if you look carefully at his right arm, that's a Morphex tower as a cannon.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And of course, at first, the Rangers go into their 5 Zord mode with the lion instead of the cheetah, and while they are putting up a fight, they get overwhelmed. But then they remember, hold on, I just remembered something. Shaw said that being humans makes us stronger, not weaker. Hey guys, remember when Venjix tried to take over Steel and he couldn't because of the human DNA? And then when he tried to take over my dad's body, he became weaker because of the human DNA. So then they came up with the idea of using one final attack by running the Morph X through their human bodies in order to inject human DNA into Venjix's final body. And of course, this is not an easy process. I love how you got Nate going into Devin's cockpit to actually do modifications, because you don't often see one ranger inside another ranger's cockpit when they're in separate cockpits.
Right.
And like, this is cool. And you're being attacked while this is happening. So Nate has to like balance himself while this whole thing's happening, and don't cross the streams. And finally, they do one final attack by demorphing into a 3-Zord combination. And right with that final injection, it's like, we got to give it all we got because we need to penetrate that armor. And of course, they finally defeat Venjix. Now, Ryan, do you wanna take us home after the Rangers leave they leave the morphing grid?
He's coming back real quick. Looks like Commander Dagger Boy is in there. Okay, so for right now, I'll do it for him real quick, and I'll have him pick up where I left off. So, Venjix is dead. We have not only defeated Evox and have kind of like nicked Power Rangers Beast Morphers in the bud. We have also have the true ending to Power Rangers RPM.
Which is, yes, pretty cool. Very awesome.
Good stuff. This is such good stuff. That's the PG version of saying it. Steel comes back. Because of the morphing grid, essentially just like in Tron, and just like in the finale of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Matter of fact, he's back. Yo, what happened with Steel? And you can take it from here, Ryan. Go ahead.
So, he's a boy! So Steel comes back to life as a boy. So yes, Robo Steel is dead. The robot side is dead, so it is official. There's a legit Power Ranger dead. His Robo side. Okay, so don't fight me at that. But anyways, Robo lives matter. Anyway, so wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
So anyway,
Keep going.
so yeah, Steel is back to life as a human, like a 14-year-old human. So okay, he actually looks 14. Yes, they celebrate the come. He's back. Nate, celebrates to destroy Ben Jocks and save the world. And now you have an epilogue to 1 year later. Now this is actually legit cool. So this is the first time in Power Ranger history or season we actually go forward a year. So what this means, this actually goes forward during Dino Fury. But again, that's not a topic for another time. So now, thank you, Kent, for showing this summarization to help me out. So now we find out a year later that Scrozzle actually survives. Shout out to Campbell Cooley. Good job with Scrozzle. Hands on. You just appreciate Campbell. You legit voiced one of the iconic supporting main villains.
Campbell, if you're watching, bro, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
so you find out that Scrozzle actually survived. Actually, we found out previous to that Ben Jocks actually told Scrozzle to do something. And you find out that Scrozzle. Wait, put back, Kent. Put back. Yeah.
Okay.
The Scrozzle was actually in Corinth City. Now, why was he in Corinth? Because he found out that, heck yeah, Colonel Truman's back. Actually, Colonel Truman is from RPM. So we find out that Scrozzle was underneath Corinth's sewers for like the whole year. I don't know when. Like, put it back. Okay.
Put that black accent back up on there.
Yeah, come on.
Black excellence.
Put that first generation Ninja Storm excellence in there.
Yeah.
So this is actually cool. So now we have Truman back. Now this is iconic because Truman was a lead, well not a leader, but one of the main characters of RPM. And we also find that, and of course, he goes to our Earth, or basically Earth 1, and then we find out that Devin is actually now commander of Grid Battle Force. And again, it actually, what I like about the season actually goes back to the previous episode, actually 2 episodes before. Remember when Robo Blaze said, "You know what? You could be commander of Grid Battle Force soon." And see, look what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't
Shadowing.
see this. Y'all can't see this, but just
yes. And then we go and they celebrate. And we see Nate and of course Zoe in there, talking with Mayor Daniels, being proud as always. And they still haven't kissed. Damn it!
Mikey Perez, if you're watching, you won the bet. Mikey Perez, if you are watching, you won the bet. I will give you your $5 at Power Morphicon.
Like, damn it. Anyway. Hasbro had a chance. Anyway. So anyway, they're proud of their, son, being a commander. Oh, and Ben and Betty actually become now Grid Battle Force officers. Hopefully they did it with actual doing work and not nepotism. Anyway, but the great part of this epilogue is that we finally see Commander Shaw and Ravi bonding over painting. Because we actually saw in the episodes before that Shaw did not accept Ravi's love for art. And now she's actually doing art and of course being a model of Roxy. Not Robo Roxy, the real Roxy. And then we find out this is actually the best part of the episode. We see Steel, Kid Steel, become an actor. What do you do? He became an actor. And what's cool about this is good props to Judd Lin. The actual stunt actors in the scene were actually the stunt actors for the Power Ranger series. So I'm like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, those are the stunt actors, the Japanese stunt team.
That's actually pretty cool.
And to fill the scene. Yes, someone close to me told me, I won't say who, but yes, someone told me that those were the Japanese stunt team. And we find out that Kid Steel, actually I'll say Human Steel, became an actor. And of course, now what's funny is Steel gets, but they're actually filming a scene for a movie. Well, what's kind of shocking is that he still has his morpher, so it kind of confirms that he's still a Power Ranger. And he asks like, "Oh, I can't do it. I'm going to transport. I need to morph." And he asks someone special to take his place as in his scene. And he asked Blaze. Blaze became a stunt actor now, so at least his talent went somewhere special. And so Steel goes, he morphs, and he goes to the base because of the distress call from Devin. And we find out this actually maybe cheer up. It was actually Steel's birthday.
So Steel is now officially the youngest Ranger, not Mac. Steel is.
Yeah, Mac is like 13 years old now.
Shush!
No, 15 years old. Sorry.
Technically, I don't know. Maybe.
Hmm.
No. Okay, we're not gonna debate about this.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so wait, do you have the picture of the birthday scene?
Sorry, I didn't get that one uploaded. My bad. I'm working on it.
Anyway,
Hold off.
well, I'll wait for Ken for the picture. Do you guys want to appreciate how cute this baby is?
You mean Baby Yoda?
Yeah, Grogu.
You mean Grogu?
Grogu.
Name is Baby Yoda. Okay, I'm not gonna make that joke here. Fine, Grogu.
Get that right.
I'm not gonna make the joke I'm about to make because that'd be inappropriate. So no, Grogu. Fine.
While we wait for Kent, can we just
Can
see
we,
how...
can we talk
Here's
about
my-
how some strange
I'm coming.
happenstance Time Rider Zero is ahead of Fox in
Okay.
The Mandalorian?
I'm sorry. I have work to do. You know what I'm talking about, so no, stop.
Oh,
And
that.
you know what?
Here we go.
Oh, yay!
Yay.
So it's Steel's birthday 1 year later. So keep it on, Kent. Keep it on.
All right, okay.
Yes. So it's his birthday, and they celebrate. And this actually they dance, and guess what they dance to?
It's great to be
It's
human.
great to be human.
I'm a boy, a real cool boy. I'm a boy, a cool boy.
Also,
I can sleep, I can dream, I can eat whipped cream.
Also,
Anyway.
shout outs to Dr. K for choreographing that scene. Actually, read my article. She actually did. And also, shout outs to Jazz by the Wall. You actually did help confirm that in our interview. So, well, Jam in Bed, but also did, tell us that. Yeah, so, yes. So the episode ends, series ends with them happy so far.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know, well, again, what was Crozzle up to in
Mm.
Corinth?
Could he be?
We'll never know. Well,
Could-
we might know. Maybe. Wink, wink. And don't ask me because I don't know. I don't know.
And we ain't snitching. So
We did. We ain't
Okay.
snitching. I think we don't know. But again, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Okay, I just want to say right quick that every season that does not have a team up normally has the setup for one or some type of follow up or potential for one. And it seems like this episode was really hinting at, this isn't the end. So please do not, hopefully the coronavirus doesn't stand in the way of this. Hopefully, we are going to get some type of follow up in Beast Morphers or Dino Fury.
Beast Morphers season 3.
Yeah, Beast Morphers season 3. Yeah.
Technically, this RPM season 2. If you want to talk about it,
and I mean, yes and no, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But
talk about next Saturday.
yeah, when we do our ups and downs on all the Powers of Beast Morphers, season 1 and season 2. But with that being said, go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, actually, no. Go ahead. Before I do my review, my
All right,
thoughts.
but Ryan, here, man, because you and Kent saw all the episodes for myself and Mike did. You can go first. Your likes and dislikes of the season finale. Go.
Yeah, since I'm the most recent member, I'll go last.
There's nothing I can hate about it. It is perfect. The stakes was high, and what's funny is I actually kind of felt scared this episode because came RPM. Because legit, this is Venjix. Venjix legit destroyed a world, and what's funny is give props to Simon Bennett. That's how Venjix destroyed the other world, and that was not the morphing grid. Those were just factories he used to make robots. Imagine what he could have done with the morphing grid. Possibilities.
That's true.
And plus he killed a ranger. I could say this right now. As much as you say Master Valia, but thing is, Venjix killed 3 rangers, man.
That's true. I will give him that. I'll give him that. Yes.
No, not just kill. Vaporized.
My only actually no. I'll
No
talk about
body. No body. Even to
continue
more.
though. Go ahead.
And what's fact is, even though Venjix might be destroyed, there's a chance that his virus database is still there. Because they actually look at Dr. K said in the previous episode. Yeah, now they're in high alert because why is Scrozzle in Corinth? Why did Dr. K say, "Oh shoot, I need to check for if there's any left of the virus still in Corinth"? So again, maybe another. I'll just say this, and also I can actually say this right now. I can say it right now. It's actually confirmed from my pals in Illuminati. Simon Bennett did say his favorite season, a Power Rangers, was RPM. Wink, wink. So I don't know, but let's see. Maybe this is not the last we see Venjix, but let's see. But if I think's true, expect Venjix might be the Thanos. Hopefully, I'm saying it right now of the next Power Ranger era. Anyway, now my likes and dislikes. I went off topic, but that's fine. Get off. Oh, my likes again. The part where they actually did that's remember the cannon, the weapons from Eight Seasons. You know what? I found out something about that. It's actually significant. You know why?
Why?
Because keep in mind, remember in the past Power Ranger, RPM world, there were no power. Like basically, it's maybe kind of like there were past Rangers, but it was confirmed. But remember, you saw the helmet. They failed. Those weapons signified almost each era fighting back to stop Venjix to destroy the planet. Basically, it's the past Rangers giving the Beast Morphers the weapons to stop this big threat. See what I mean? Like a spirit.
Yes.
That's a big plus. I liked how they legit kept Robo Steel dead. He's legit died. He's gone. Sorry guys, no more Robot Steel. So it's kind of sad. I mean, I do like Kid Steel, but I prefer Steel Robot. But you know what I mean.
Hey, Dad, can I have some ice cream money? I know I can't eat ice cream, but I always wanted to be able to ask for it.
Yeah. Also, shout outs to Abraham, man. Shout outs to Abraham. Like, dude, this season, this second half, you killed it. I mean, your musical numbers and this final episode too. You almost killed. Oh, screw it. I didn't say it, but you almost killed. You legit killed it. Like, shout outs to Abraham. You were the MVP of this second half. Overall, nothing. No negatives. Nothing. 10 out of 10. I can't find anything. I'm being serious, not being biased. I can't find anything wrong.
Right. So So before I go into my rant, my thoughts, it is so crazy that we finally have a Go Busters adaptation. Like when this image first came out, that was when it was really sinking in that we're finally getting a Go Busters series in Power Rangers, and now we're on the tail end of it, and that's just mind-blowing. All in all, like I said, I don't really have much to complain about either. I think this episode was very well written. It felt like very tight, and like it leaves a lot of, and like it doesn't really feel like everything is over. Like it feels like they're actually leading into something, maybe, because like I said, we Gasket, Archerina, Gingerax, Toxica, Zanaku, Mirtrix, all of the Cherubian Empire. Like those were all setups, but we never got any payoff for them. I just like with Scrozzle being alive and the fact that Venjix could also be anywhere too. Let's hope this leads to something big in Dino Fury, and because they're going to go into deep history about the morphing grid, and hopefully there will be. The action was good. Like it was, like Ryan said, it was very satisfying to see the other Rangers, use the legendary weapons. Like it was cool to see the Super Ninja Steel Blaster be used as an actual gun, and it's also I said this earlier in the group chat that it's always kind of reassuring to see SPD and Lightspeed's logo. And I think really the only nitpick I have with this episode, and it's very minor, I kind of wish they didn't give Human Steel his robot voice. I kind of thought that was a little distracting, but
that was weird for me.
Mm-hmm. And also the final battle, while it is short, it actually does feel very reminiscent of Omni getting destroyed in SPD, just like, wait, here's how we defeat him. This is where we strike. That is what I think I really needed from the season 1 finale is, like when Evox destroyed the Zords, it's just like it needed a little more oomph, and this had oomph. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. Season finale Beast Morphers, I get a 10 out of 10.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn. All right, so I want to start by saying this. That I actually talked to Campbell on Twitter, and I said that I really, really like this episode. And despite a lot of my issues that I've had with the opening, the season 2 of Beast Morphers, and some parts that we have talked about, where like obviously, and hold up, Obviously, I had to Jim Cornette a few things, but other than that, like I really dug this finale. There are things that could have been done better, honestly. Like if I could really nitpick, this episode should have been a longer episode, but I get it. It's a kid's show and everything like that. Not everything could be Avatar, Legend of Korra, Last Airbender. I get it. I love the dialogue. I love the stakes, as Ryan has praised over and over, because it's actually true. This finale had stakes in it. Compared to Super Ninja Steel, there were way more stakes in this than there were in Super Ninja Steel. And you actually felt like it was going to get real. Because once again, we have not seen a dead Power Ranger since RPM. Kayfabe or not. We have not seen a Power Ranger die since RPM. That was back in 2008. That's like 12 years ago.
Jaden and Lauren's dad.
Oh, he died in Samurai. Okay, I gotta watch Samurai. Okay, fine. Since Samurai. And Samurai came out almost 10 years ago. It'll be the 10-year anniversary of Samurai next year.
And West Sky's dad, West getting killed.
Again, like I said, back then, that was 2005 when we found out that West, who may or may not have been the Red Ranger, and may or may not be Sky's daddy.
Actually, isn't that just 5 years away?
Oh shoot!
Okay, we'll talk. No, I want to talk about that because if SPD takes place in 2025, Power is about to run into some writing issues later on. But I want to talk about that next week when we do our ups and downs. But I really enjoyed this ending. I love the fight. I love the stakes. I love the dialogue. I love the method acting, like the expressions, like especially Nate. Granted, I kind of wish Nate would have cried, but it is what it is. I mean, you just saw your brother get freaking whacked in front of y'all. I want to see, give me a little bit of the tears. But my only couple of issues, guys, are you okay? No, man, we just got blown out of a freaking tower. Number one. Number two, Steele's voice. I would rather Steele have an actual human voice and not keep his actual voice. I would rather him get his own voice, but that's about it. And the finale does open up a couple of plot holes that we will talk about next week. But if there's one thing that I will easily say about this finale that I love, it's this picture right here. Is this picture right here. The excellence is oozing out of this picture. This scene right here, and the fact that Devin becomes the commander of Grid Battle Force. When one brother acknowledges another brother. When the realest OG acknowledges the new one. The new young cat. I can't now. As much as I want to say, I really want to give this a 10 out of 10. Hopefully someone can give me a reason to give this a 10 out of 10. This gets a very, 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 very high, close. Icarus, you are too close to the sun. 9 out of 10. I freaking love this season finale, but there are certain things that I kind of wish would have been done better. So if someone can give me a reason to give this a 10 out of 10 before we get into the comment section. Now's your chance. Mike, go ahead though. Wait,
I wish I could give this episode a 10 out of 10, and I know I'm gonna get a hate for not giving it a 10 out of 10, but I'm not. And here's the thing.
All right, guys, I don't like it, so let's move on.
This isn't Twitter.
Go ahead.
So I'm like Mayfield. I'm uncancelable. So here's the thing. I noticed Beast Morphers has this interesting pattern of whenever they have a multi-part episode that involves an earlier episode building up, the penultimate episode is always for some reason better than the final episode. I don't know why this is a thing, but here's the thing. This last episode, I like the acting of every actor through and through in this episode, and I liked every scene of the episode. But here's the thing. pacing. I have a nitpick against the pacing of this episode. It just felt like a lot of stuff happened in this episode, and while each individual item that happened is good, it just felt like too much for just the one episode. Hold on, give me a second. So here's my thing. I think that right after Steele dies in this episode, they should have cut the episode off and make it a two-parter at that point. Here's why. Because by having Steele die in the penultimate episode, that means the audience, the people who didn't watch the leaks, would have to wait a whole week to feel the weight of Steele dying. For them to while they anticipate the last half of the episode, and it'll make it much more worth it when he does come back to life. Now, I understand some people are making complaints about how it brought him back as a human, but here's the thing. They already established that the morphing grid can make miracles happen. They've even done it in Beast Morphers. They've done it in previous seasons.
Overdrive.
Number two, Rangers have come back to life in the past, i.e. Kendricks and Gem and Gemma. And they established that in the case of RPM, the morphing grid is called biofield, and basically their memories and their essence were basically stored into the biofield, and they were just able to just re-download into physical bodies. I can accept that. Kendricks, power the Quasar Sabers connected to the morphing grid. Okay, and lastly, an android becoming full human. Don't forget, Mac did become a real boy. Combine the evidence of those three things together, I'm not surprised that he became a human. If anything, I would have liked them to show the human actor for Steele in an earlier episode, just to check off Scunnett a little bit. Let's have an episode where earlier on where Nate has to go inside Steele's body for some reason, not in the body switch way, but I mean he shut down for some reason. He has to go inside, and the actor playing human Steele is basically a psychological, a mental construct that Steele had of what he himself would look like as a human. That way, that it would make sense as to why he becomes human in this, with this face, these clothes, this designer watch. It would make a little more sense that way instead of just randomly generating a human body like those blur suits from Scanner Darkly. Now, another thing is I love the individual epilogues of the characters, but I think I like that Steele wants to be an actor, especially a martial arts actor, and I think it's a nice throwback to two of my favorite seasons, Time Force and Ninja Storm, because they had that same martial arts franchise in both seasons. So it'd be funny if Steele was a fan of those movies as well. But also I wish they had earlier episodes where Steele was being friends with Human Blaze, because one, this goes into my complaint earlier, where the heck is Human Blaze? Two, him being a stunt actor makes sense because he is a martial artist, but I would have liked to see more interaction between Blaze and Steele to actually make sense of the fact that they are pursuing this specific career together. Just those little nitpicks I want to Jim Cornette real quick. But again, other than that, each individual scene I liked. The acting I liked. Just stretch it out into 2 episodes, or at least a 45-minute episode, like Legendary Battle, but better written. Jonathan Zacher. But yeah, by cutting it off there, that also adds to the weight of when they're licking their wounds and it's scene where it's like, are you guys okay? No, we're not okay. And then when they have to do that speech, again, throwback to SPD's final episode where Sam and Boone try to convince everyone to stand and fight against Trubians. With that said, as a singular episode, I give this an 8.5 out of 10. But if they followed my advice and just split into 2 episodes, both halves would have gotten a 10 out of 10.
real quick, before we get into the comment section. 1, damn. 2, because we continuously keep saying this, ladies and gentlemen, Power Ranger fans everywhere, I have an official announcement. We have our very own Jim Cornette alert banner. So whenever we do whenever we start reviewing, if I get Jim Cornette, the Jim Cornette alert.
Do you want me to put it next to this one?
Screw you. Screw you. Oh yeah, people, we have our very own Jim Cornette alert now. There you go. But yes, guys, like I said, we enjoyed this finale. I know, and we had 2 10s, a high 9, and an 8.5. I don't know. He like
10s.
Yes, but other than that, very good finale. Shouts to Hasbro, and there you go. With that being said, guys, you know what time it is. It's
Comment time.
YouTube and Facebook. What is up? Thank you guys so much for watching our review of the season finale of Power Rangers Beast Morphers Evox Unleashed. If you are brand new, first of all, how you guys doing? Happy Saturday, happy holidays. I know it thinks what? Is it night 2 or night 3 of Hanukkah right now? At the time of this?
Tonight will be night 3.
Tonight will be night 3 of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish fans, and happy holidays to everyone out there right now. If you haven't yet, be sure to follow us here on Facebook and make sure to like our page. If you are on YouTube, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon because YouTube's algorithm has been infected by Evox himself. And be sure to follow us on Twitter. And be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at MorphinNet. With that being said, let's look at these things.
All right, baby Grogu, what you gonna do? All right.
Oh my God, Timothy Dack.
Ever Sanchez. I love seeing with the Rangers and the weapons of the past seasons. Same here.
Mm-hmm.
Very well written.
Monty says hello. What's up, Monty?
So Monty.
Timothy, they're using legendary weapons just like Superman. Yeah, they were.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing, the thing is, this kind of felt more special. I don't know why. I'm not being biased, but it kind of did. To me, still did the same thing in Galaxy, going to
except this one, Steel's death was in vain. Unlike Kendrick's had one swipe and the Savage Sword was destroyed with her along with it. Steel was like, he's like, oh, you thought you was going to kill me? Your soul is mine.
He got vaporized too, and his body is legit destroyed. So Steel's actually dead. Well, Robo Steel's dead.
Right.
This loser said the finale was epic. I don't know. I don't know this guy, man. I don't know this guy.
Reckless Fox, man.
I don't know this guy.
If you've never seen his podcast, he will probably go into full Jim Cornette mode. Just saying.
Know this guy. This guy's weird. Anyway, Mike Perez says, "Hey guys, what's up, man?
Mikey, you're getting your $5 and more for con next year. Don't start texting me about it. You won the bet. You won the bet."
I'm sad about the lack of kissing.
It could prove you. Oh my God.
Shout out to O's XYZ.
Steel, make press. So Steel's voice out of place. Yeah, I agree, but I mean, I think I know why they kept it because, of course, you want to still keep some of the Steel. Technically, Steel's not really a human. He just made from, so maybe
it's like Vision. Vision was part of Ultron's circuitry, and Steel has Nate's DNA. Hence the reason why they're technically brothers, but not really. He just has portions of Nate's DNA.
Yeah,
while still being his own self.
I still stand by the whole I wish that the human actor appeared in an earlier episode, sort of like inside Steel thing, so that you could hear what his voice would sound like if he was fully human.
Yeah,
we'll save that for the pros and cons video.
By the way, guys, I see some of you guys are trolling here, so I'm not even gonna bother. Not gonna bother, guys. Some of you guys are trolling. Using weapons from all 3 Power Rangers. See?
That was pretty cool.
Where's my kiss? Come on, Hasbro.
Why? Hold on. No, I got this. Hasbro. You had all the time in the world to give us a kiss. Why? Why didn't you give us a kissing scene? You know they took out Calvin and Haley's kissing scene from freaking from I'm not saying Super Samurai, from Ninja Steel. Why? Why couldn't you just do? Like, I'm having a very bad day. I'm in no mood. As a matter of fact, I can't even do it right. Here. I got my friend Stephen A. Smith can though. Here, hold on.
Leonard A. Smith, come down. Anyway. Oh god.
They're there.
I'm in no mood.
Anyway.
I'm done. Good.
Hey, yo, you trollers in the comment. I see you guys are. I'm not gonna mention you guys. Our apologies. Keep in mind. Hey, I will miss the cast of Power Rangers Beast Morphers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
they were really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you can always see them again at conventions, and hopefully they'll make cameos in future episodes of future seasons.
Speaking of the Rangers, if you want to talk to, we're actually interviewing. Oh, by the way, guys, we have an update for Rory's interview tomorrow. So yes, we are interviewing Rory D. Travis tomorrow, but since he's actually going to be in Indiana tomorrow, so if you guys are in the Indiana area, he will be doing like autograph signings with Jazz. So Rory's interview is actually going to be moved up to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because of course they're doing it sign-in. So yeah, so again, guys, Roy G. Travis interview is actually going to be at 6 p.m. Western Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep that in mind, guys. So again, Rory's interview is going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central. So anyway, let's do it. Okay, let's see. Top 10 season.
Nice, yeah. Not bad.
Yes, it's in my top 10. Is it in my top 5? No, it's not in my top 5. Top
honestly,
10, yes.
Honestly, I would move this into my top 5, but I'll explain why when we do the recap.
Yeah,
but I needed to even rank my seasons.
Yeah, well, my number one's still Time Force. You guys know that.
Well, yeah, I remember who said it, Fox or Kent, but one of them brought up an interesting point. In the last 10 years, Beast Morphers is the first season where I actually liked the second half more than the first half.
Yeah, well, that and the fact that you can clearly tell that there are different writers for season 2. Yeah. Again, once again, we won't talk too much about the first half of season 2 because we all know that was a mixed bag. But the second half of season 2, that's when you saw the different writing coming through.
Save our shores. It was the sponge of this season.
Also, shout out to Simon Bennett for doing a great job in writing the second half seasons. It's like, congrats. Yeah. Like, props to you, man.
I'm going to get more into this when we do our pros and cons video, but something I was trying to say last year is that while I think the first season of Beast Morphers is a good series and a good step in the right direction, their executions needed some ironing out.
Mm-hmm. Little Joey. Little Joey.
Let's see. All right. Daniel Romano. Mag became real because of the crowd, not the morphing grid. Appendix became... no, man, it's the morphing grid. It's legit. It's been established, bro. It's the morphing grid.
Yeah.
Like, they even established it. They even went into detail about the morphing grid in the comic book, dude.
Yeah.
And Mike, I know you have issues with the comic book, but I'm just saying they are established in full detail what else the morphing grid can do. You can talk. You can communicate for other Earths. You communicate from past versions of Power Rangers and everything like that. It's already been established. Now, can it bring people back from the dead, like at that very moment, like if I got stabbed and stuff like that? Probably not. But at the same time, it's not bound from imagination.
No, but like I said, Gem and Gemma came back to life in RPM because the biofield is the morphing grid of Earth 2.
It's all the morphing grid.
It's all morphing grid. Even where the Dino Fury Rangers come from, Dino Charge Rangers, their powers are morphing grid. Top 10 season.
Yeah, Mikey said that already.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I wish Ben Betty's that.
No, because he would have taken credit. He would have taken credit.
He would have taken credit. No. It was perfect. It was perfect. No, him gone was. I mean, not the hate of the actor, but him not there was perfect for their development because I started liking them second half of season 2.
By the way,
Character-wise, he would have taken credit. There you go.
I like I said, I just believe that them being exposed to Dr. K made them awesomer.
Yep.
Yeah, I also think that their dad was probably busy somewhere else trying to extort a bike shop.
No comments. I can't wait for Dino Fury.
No, the first. We're hot, man. We're waiting for the first one.
Timmy Dacus. James Galen also played Shelby's dad and voiced Zeltrax, and also played the original Sensei in Ninja Storm. Yep, yes, he did.
Part of me likes to imagine that Shelby's dad and Colonel Truman are the same character from two different Earths. So, like, in one Earth, he had a son who became the Red Ranger, and on the other Earth, he had a daughter who became the Pink Ranger.
Can't we just call him what he really is? Power Ranger Stanley.
He's Stanley.
Johnny Romero, 10 out of 10. He also says Beast Morphers finale was amazing and way better than Ninja Steel.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then go ahead, sorry, Mike.
Yeah, so like for me, like my issue with the Ninja Steel finale is that it felt like a one-off episode of Batman. Don't get me wrong, I love Batman, but again, it's a one-off episode.
It was more rounded out than some finales.
Devin is the new commander, just like Sky is now. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Mikhail Blair. I kind of feel the Steel would have stayed a robot and promote the whole message of it. It's good to be human song. We're just accepting. Yeah, I can see that, but
Mikhail actually makes some sense because I just finished watching Young Justice season 3, and like one of the biggest plot points is Victor Stone accepting it's like I'm not a human, I'm not a robot, I am a cyborg, and I have to accept it.
Although it doesn't really seem like, Steel had a problem with being a robot. He even kind of, enjoyed it, but he was also just kind of like, I would like to do this though. So I don't really feel like him wanting something would really fit this.
Yeah, it's more of a gratitude he had for something that he would not be able to experience otherwise.
Yeah, and it's his dream too. He always wanted to be a human. And what's funny, it actually does show in the previous episodes when that Slip a Switch episode. And the part when he wanted ice cream from his dad, that was actually kind of cute. It's like, oh man, I kind of feel bad.
I know I can't eat ice cream, but I always want to ask my dad for ice cream.
Yeah, I felt bad. I was like, damn, I kind of feel bad for this guy because he actually does want to be human. Wants to feel review. So, good season.
I went on the fritz when the ice cream melted.
Oh my god, evil princess.
Good season. Still throwing his shades like Wesker from Resident Evil. Priceless. Yeah, he did.
Oh, wait. You mean like from episode 4? Like from episode 4 Resident Evil?
No. You don't acknowledge that. He's talking about Resident Evil 5.
Anyway,
I'm just messing with this guy.
Vendrix twice. Hey, Matt. Okay, so Wing Wolf. Keep in mind, did Master Battle kill any Rangers?
He defeated the Mighty Morphers.
Oh, it's like Dragon Ball Z. How many tournaments have you won? How many planets have you destroyed? How many Gokus have you beaten?
Hey, but still, Vendrix is the only villain here to actually kill 3 Rangers. Just keep in mind that. And he's a threat in 2 universes. Just saying.
Just make it this guy too.
Yeah, see, it might be Vendrix. That guy might be Vendrix.
I still have the theory that Vendrix in that one-off Forever Red was the blueprint of Vendrix in Earth 2.
Yeah, I'm saying
That could
right
work.
now.
That could work.
See, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, Hasbro, I'm giving you some ideas. That Vendrix actually came from the Machine Empire as a backup virus to destroy humanity and their technology. Keep milk that.
Hasbro.
What's weird for me about what's called those Machine Empire guys is like how like one of them is like has Fireborg's head but Thunderborg's body. It's kind of like a JoJo reference.
Why don't we send in our own computer virus? Since everything in Angel Grove is run by computers, it'll totally mess everything up.
Hey, Hasbro, again, milk that. There's an idea. So, I know you're busy with that, but if there's another season that's based on the machine, actually the next season of Power is the machine, so maybe, I don't know. Like, come
Hasbro,
on.
Cut us our 10% checks. 4 ways. We want our checks.
Also, Hasbro, again, I'm not sponsored by you guys, but I want to say this toy is actually legit. I actually love this toy so much from you guys. Shout out to Mikey for the gift. I actually like the Z Putty, so yes.
And if Kira Major gets adapted, make it a follow-up to Zeo. Okay.
Anyway,
No,
so,
they're gonna follow the Wild Force.
Yeah, because crystals.
Yeah, Zeo Crystal.
Okay, fine.
Fox and Broken. I know you want more episodes, but it depends on the budget of the season. Also, take.
I never said I wanted more episodes. He said it. I just said that
I never said I wanted more episodes. I'm just saying it would have worked better if it was split into episodes, and there were plenty of filler episodes that we could have made do without. Like save our shorts.
I give them props though that they at least dropped the Christmas specials this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you're new. Samir Bermudez Jaramillo PC200. Oh my gosh.
He must be a zero. He must be a Colorado 01 fan. What's up, bro? What's up, Samir?
Aiden, now you can talk about. Let's sing it, boys. That was great to be human.
I'm a boy, a real cool boy. I'm a boy, a real cool boy.
Not
I'm
me now.
bored.
Now I can breathe.
And now,
Swim.
belly drum solo.
Hey, $5. Everyone's gonna sing this at Morphicon next year or Ranger Stop anywhere, but watch, everyone's gonna start singing that. I feel bad for whoever who goes near maybe the Steel Actors table or everyone starts singing that.
No, and dress like the characters during the musical number. Like we actually dressed like how they were dressed. I call dibs on Abraham Rodriguez's Hawaiian shirt.
We dress like we dress like Grease wannabes.
That too.
I love one of my favorite memories of PMC 2012 was when I had to say Uchu Kita from Kamen Rider Force, and the thing is he does the planetary scream thing, like a Kirk from Star Trek 2.
Yes.
So I'm like Uchu Kita, and like the whole convention heard me say it. That's how it's supposed to be done.
Our last comment of the night. Too many Jim Cornette
alerts.
There's never such thing as too many Jim Cornette alerts.
Hey, Lemon, come in. I actually want to talk to you about something. Come in here. We'll give you 5 minutes to come in.
There's never such thing as too many Jim Cornette alerts. This man.
If anything, there are not enough Vince Russo alerts.
Shut up.
No, because we need to keep him out.
Anyways, that's it for the comment section. Thank you guys so much. And as always, we'll see the comment section later. Bye-bye. Oh my God! The prodigal son has returned.
After this guy missed Dino Beast Morphers, so Clement, since Dino Fury is the next season and you watch Ryu Soldier, are you promised to review next season after a 2-year hiatus from Beast Morphers? And bring your yeah, you were here for 2 years. Bring your podcast live.
Hey, we could put a chip in his tooth and hurt him every time he.
Yeah, he hasn't been here for 2 years now.
Well, yeah, of course. If you, I am going to be part of the Rhea Soldier and the Dino Fury podcast. So yeah, it's just that Beast Morpher is a little bit overwhelmed because I have to keep up with Super Sentai. But since Dino Fury is connected with my review of Rhea Soldiers, then of course I'll be part of it.
And we're also going to.
Of course, you also had to watch a bunch of 01 episodes. So, by the way, thank you.
Anyway, guys, we officially have this guy back for Ranger Podcast Live. I know some of you have been messaging me. Where has he been? Why is he no longer part of Ranger Podcast Live? Well, he hasn't watched Beast Morphers. Of course, he's busy. And 2, he's busy, but now he can't escape because I have this to motivate him.
Yeah, and yes, so. My overlord, Dagger Boy, he already cast his magic and chained me for this Rhea Soldier Dino Fury review. So if I try to escape, he will throw his dagger at my back. He'll just throw it like a tomahawk.
And we'll also have a portion of the show where we say where this episode contrasts with the Japanese one.
Right.
Yeah, we will do that as well. No problem. And we'll see if there's any changes, any difference to the story, any change to the personality, to the characters, to the villains, and also the plot, or even the challenges. How the challenges are more different. If there are any differences between the Dino Fury challenges that the characters had to face and the Rhea soldiers. We'll even compare that.
Hopefully,
Well,
there
All right,
actually are
guys. So we'll be back next week. We'll do our final talks of Beast Morphers. That'll be the last time we'll talk about Beast Morphers next week. Our ups and downs. We always do it every 2 years. Special episode. So get your popcorn. That'll be us maybe geeking about a bit more. But let's see what happens. Also, yeah. Okay, guys.
Yeah,
It
this week I'm
was
gonna
a great
rewatch
journey.
all 40 episodes.
It was a great
Also,
journey.
it's BYOB. Bring your own sensor bar, or maybe it's BOSB.
BOYM. Bring your own morphers.
BYOSBAM. Bring your
Also,
own
before I
sensor
leave-
bar and morpher.
Real quick, hold up.
Also, before I leave, I want to shout out to Mikey, our sponsor. He actually gave us a nice Christmas card. I actually want to show it out here. And yeah, see,
Aw.
shout
Oh,
out to
thank
Mikey.
you.
Oh,
Yes.
thank
That's
you.
like-
Thank you.
Shout out to our sponsor. But yeah, guys, this is it. Thank you for the 2-year journey of Beast Movers. I know this is a hard year that's been, but we made it through. We made it through. Now we're out for Dino Fury. Also tomorrow, we will kind of iconic that this finale is over. We have this guy tomorrow. So ask all of your questions about. No more spoilers. You can actually talk more now.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah,
now you're
and
thank you guys so much
again, I
for
want to
being-
give a shout out to Jasmeet Budwalia and Rory Travis for both showing up on Thursday, and at the very least, Rory's definitely going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, so Rory actually made a cameo yesterday. Shout out, showed us some nice catching stuff. But yeah, shout outs to Rory, Jazz, and Rory. Thanks for being part of this weekend for us. Beast Morpher style. Shout out to Jazz for the interview. It's already uploaded on YouTube, bro. If you want to find out, it's already uploaded on YouTube. So yeah, guys. Oh, no, guys, it's uploaded on YouTube. Jazz's interview. So you guys, this is Morpher Network, and as we go, we're signing out.
Hold on. We got some. What about our
No, we're
stuff?
signing out because Benjix is watching over me.
No, guys,
He has
listen.
something to say.
Kent, where can they find you?
Find me on Instagram, Brown_K, and QR Ranger Book. Where can we
All
find
right.
you?
Not yet. Clement, where can they find you, bro?
Oh, you guys can find me on Instagram, CLeao1031, and I'm also hanging around the Morpher Network page, so I'm pretty easy to find as always.
That mic just sounds so sexy right now. Good job. That mic is just crisp.
Where can I get that mic to? I want to get the mic now.
Ryan, where can they find you, dude?
They can find me, son. Instagram, Dancer.T47. I will. Actually, I make an Instagram for him too. It'll be called Ryan Jr. So yeah.
Stop it.
He has your eyes.
Baby Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab
Right.
that little baby from there. Let me just try to reach. Oh, I can't. My hand.
Everyone's gonna start
I cannot open the dimension.
Mike, where can they find you, dude?
You guys can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BelkinKabuto, where tonight I will be playing Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes for the Switch. And yes, my homeboy did get the PS4 version for his birthday.
Yeah, so Morphin Grid, Morphin Gaming Time. He's actually gonna play it.
Next
And-
week. Next
and
week.
you can follow me on Instagram at chrono_justice_cosplay.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, _Fox. Get that off! Can I plug my stuff without that? You can now watch me dancing in the Ninja song on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. You can watch it everywhere now. But you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, _Fox, YouTube, Rex_Fox, and find all the latest game content on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. And tonight, if you are watching at the time of this recording, tonight, myself, Mike, Jen, Noemi, and our homies at the Start Game Podcast, we will be covering the Game Awards that happened this past Thursday. We'll be talking about all the video game reveals, the Last of Us 2 Mania, and a few other things. Be sure to follow us on SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, and Spotify at the Struggle Gaming Podcast. Once again, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Spotify, the Struggle Gaming Podcast. Be sure to follow us and make sure it'll help us all go up the algorithm. Till then, guys, this is Morpher Network. Make sure still find us on MorpherNet at Twitter, Instagram, and find us on Facebook.com/MorpherNet, and find us here on YouTube. Till then, guys, We'll see y'all next weekend for our ups and downs of Power Rangers Beast Morphers for season 1 and season 2. Till then, bye, guys.
Again, tomorrow, guys, 6 p.m. Our time, what's the time? 9 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, come on! Where's for Rory? I know what I mean. See you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. for Rory's interview.
All right.